Hi, how are ya? All right, so don't mind me. I was just cleaning and vacuuming and taking care of my home front. Since I do it all over here, which I absolutely love, I got to thinking about it, and I have been a professional housewife for 26 years. 26 years I've been a professional housewife. So I decided to just make it who I am and brand it. And that's what I've done. I was just vacuuming and cleaning and filming for my behind the scenes. And then I thought, I always say, what message does YouTube need to hear today? And I always pray that, let me get some water. I feel like my throat needs some water. Just a second. I need some water. I was just vacuuming, like I said, and filming. I've got on just tights today, some workout tights, and a really cute shirt underneath. You'll have to go to fantasycurvystyle on my Instagram and see that. So this, and then this is my cooking apron. I just put in some chicken in the oven. My friend Lisa gave me this. I don't even know what it is. Apparently it's some show or something. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments below. I don't even know what it says, so hopefully it's appropriate for YouTube. But I just wanted to stop everything and tell you the word that's been coming up for me and everybody around me lately. And maybe, or it will help somebody today that's watching this video. I know that whoever pushes this video and watches all the way through is gonna feel better after listening to this than they did before. That's just the way it works, because that's what I put out in the universe. And so forever and always, whenever you watch Ursula, you're gonna feel better after watching me than you did before. And that reminds me of what has been coming up for me and a lot of people around me lately is, if you can look at, if you're in a relationship and you can look at your partner, and if somebody asked you if you could be like them, like if you admire them or if you could be like them, would you or would you not? Like, would you be like, no, I don't like anything about them? What's your first answer when you think of that question? If you are with somebody, married, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the relationship is, it doesn't matter. If you can honestly, if somebody asked you that question, if you look at them and you think about them, would you want to be that like them? My answer would always have to be yes, because I've been in relationships to where I thought it was important to be opposites and opposites attract. And yes, it's fine and dandy if you choose somebody that, you know, compliments you, and then like maybe a skill that you don't know, they can help you with it or whatever, as long as it's working for you and not against you. And as long as you're on the same team, I like to look at friendships and relationships as being on the same team. As long as you have admiration for them, as long as they lift you up and you lift them up, and you feel like you're on the same team and you feel like you're home when you're with them, then that's an amazing relationship, regardless of what's not on your list. Or, you know, sometimes we write these big long lists and we think that all these extra things are important. But I am so realizing that I want to, when I meet my person, I want to look into their eyes, and I want to know that I'm home, and I want to celebrate that every day until I don't feel that way again. We don't know if tomorrow's promised, and forever's not promised in a relationship. And it's okay to love someone and be with somebody as long as you still feel that way, and as long as it still feels good, and as long as you're lifting each other up. But the problem is in this world is, or making sure, is that we stay too long. We stay too long in jobs. We stay too long in relationships. We stay too long in situations that make us feel bad. And we risk the fact of losing ourselves, getting depressed, and a number of ailments can occur from trauma, from just staying too long. Staying too long. Like, some people feel like it's such a huge accomplishment to be married, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Like, we're still married, kids. We're still married. But are we, though? Half of the world is living together, but living separate lives. I mean, because of finances, and the saying, it's easier to keep her than to split everything half and half. But is it, though? Is it really better to keep her than to split half and half, or him? Because how much do you value your peace? And I can promise you, I've been in lots of different brackets of income in my life. And I've experimented with buying in everything I want and traveling and doing everything I want. But you know when I'm the happiest? I'm the happiest when I'm at peace with myself. I'm the happiest when I'm listening to my inner voice. I'm the happiest just when I go outside and take a walk with Bella. Like, really, being rich comes from within. I used to watch these shows and everybody was rich and they were all miserable, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are they complaining about? They have everything. You see, sometimes we accomplish everything we think we want. Materialism and idols and all of this stuff, this woo-woo stuff. And then once we get there, I used to think, okay, I've accomplished all this, but now I've locked myself in a fortress. And now I don't trust anyone because I don't know if anybody's coming into my life for the wrong reasons. And so I'm just here to tell you that this is coming up a lot. And I really believe that life is so short and so precious. And I'm going to forever say that we get to write our own story. And when I walked away from my husband 5 years ago, I never once looked back. I signed everything over to him and walked away free. Freer than I'd ever been in my entire life. And I have done the work. Meditate, learn to like myself, learn to love myself, learn to be alone, learn to be my own best cheerleader, and learn to be my own best friend. And to listen to how I feel when I'm around people. My tribe is very, very small. People probably would be very, very surprised. But my tribe of people in my life is very, very small. And I keep it that way purposefully. I don't have a manager. I don't have a business. I'm a one-woman machine forever. And I like it that way. I'm not so concerned about growing so big and paying everybody's salaries. I'm concerned with my peace. The peace that surpasses all understanding inside of myself. And that doesn't take any money. That takes zero money. Do you ever wonder why everybody sells there's people that have sold everything and then they just go and they just find their freedom in their car or their van or whatever, because they know that chasing that dream of having the most material items and keeping up with the Joneses does not make you happy if you don't have self-love and self-acceptance. And if you choose to spend your time with people that don't lift you up and make you feel better after being with them than they did before, then what the heck are you doing? And you should have people in your life like that you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for entertainment. You don't have to pay for people in your life. You want people to be in your life for you, just because you're you. And now that I know this, I am the freest. The 2024 is like it is it for me. Like, it is my prime, and I'm not saying prime for what you're thinking. It's my prime of knowing myself and loving myself and accepting myself. And I have kids all over the world, and I just travel to see them, and I go and I do, and I don't let anything hold me back. Not a relationship, not a friend, not anybody, because I listen to the voice inside myself to guide and direct me to my perfect path and my perfect life. And when you wake up every day and you focus on your gratitude and you let things go, things that do not serve you any longer from the past, let them go without any guilt. You know, when my son said to me 5 years ago, Mom, you did an amazing job raising us, and you did it. You don't have to stay if you're not happy. You don't have to stay married. What you want at 24 and what you want at 50 are completely different. Sometimes you grow together and sometimes you don't. But it takes two. It doesn't just take one party. So you have to know when it's done and let it go. Go in peace. And don't worry about the material things, because trust me, when you find your peace and your purpose and then figure out how to get paid for it, girl, you're not going to be wanting for anything, like nothing. You'll never remember how there were nothing that will make you want to go back to feeling bad and feeling like you're not living your full potential purpose life. So if I have to bring videos like this once in a while, even some of you don't like them, some of you do, it's okay, because this is what this platform is for, is to let you know what Ursula's going through on every stage of her life, so that maybe if I only help one person, I've helped one person. Sometimes when we get to different levels of preparation in our life, we've got to give back. We've got to lift people up. We've got to help people also, because maybe somebody else will get free before 21 years. Maybe somebody will hear this and the light bulb will go on and they'll go ding, 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 ding. Okay, living in a tiny home would be better than living with somebody you can't stand, right? Like, stop worrying about the money and the business and the material items and start thinking about yourself. Do you wonder why all these health problems are occurring? The food we have, the pills we take, the stress we carry in our jobs, the stress we carry when we get home. Wouldn't it be nice at the end of the day, after you get off of work, to know that the place that you're going to, even if it's by yourself, is a place of peace, is a place of love, has everything you love in that space, whether it's a tiny home, whether it's a mansion. We really don't need that much, people. We really, really don't need that much. I used to go shopping and just buy everything when I first, got on my own, just because I wanted to experience how that felt. And then after a while, your life and your mind gets cluttered because you have nowhere to put the stuff. And then you create this chaos in your life that's not necessary. But there's something about doing a house cleaning and doing a purging of people and stuff and situations that becomes lighter and softer and like this sense of peace that surpasses all understanding. You want to know how to be happy? Find your peace inside yourself and do what you love and love what you do and don't care who cares. Stop worrying about people judging you for what you are good at and start doing what you're good at and start smiling again and start being the light in this somewhat dark world. You have the ability to change lives and be people's sunshine. I hear that every day, like you're just this ray of hope, this ray of light, this angel on this earth to make people happy. And I really feel like I have embraced that. And now that I am so happy and I found it within myself, it resonates even more. I'm like the sunshine. I'm like this yellow, every single day, like the skylight shining down, saying good morning. It doesn't even have to say anything. It's just bright and vibrant. And that's how your spirit can be, is light and bright and vibrant. I love you for watching. Have a beautiful day. And I pray that this resonates today and that people will find this video who really need to hear this today. And I love you so much.